The Man Who Ate Everything. The bizarre true story of Tarrare. Imagine a man so ravenous he could devour corks, stones, live animals, and even more disturbing things, and was still starving. Step into the disturbing world of history's most insatiable man. This is a true horror medical story. Meet Tarrare, an 18th century Frenchman whose insatiable appetite baffled doctors behind hospital walls and horrified onlookers. Was he a medical mystery, a cursed soul, or something far stranger? This isn't just the story of a man with an appetite. It's one of the most bizarre tales in human history, and you're about to find out why. Tarrare was born near Lyon, France, around 1772. From the very beginning, his appetite was monstrous. As a child, he could eat a quarter of a cow in a single day. His family couldn't afford to keep feeding him, so they kicked him out. Yes, his hunger got him thrown out of his own home. Desperate, he wandered through France as a teen, performing in the streets. Crowds would gather to watch him eat corks, stones, entire baskets of apples, rinds and all, and even live animals. Eels were his specialty. He'd crush them with his jaws and swallow them whole. People were horrified, but they couldn't look away. Tarrare's strange talents eventually landed him in a hospital. At the military hospital in Tarrare, doctors were fascinated. They gave him incredible amounts of food, and he ate it all. 4 times the rations of a normal soldier weren't enough. He could devour an entire meal in seconds and still beg for more. Physically, Tarrare was like something out of a medical horror story. His jaws stretched unnaturally wide. His teeth were yellow and rotting. He had loose hanging skin and a stomach that would balloon grotesquely when full and hang like a sack when empty. He constantly sweated and smelled so badly you could hardly be near him. One doctor said you could smell him from across the room. The doctors, trying to understand him, fed him every kind of substance: vinegar, tobacco pills, and even laudanum, an opiate. Nothing worked. His hunger couldn't be dulled. It was as if something else was eating him from the inside. Some began to wonder, was this man just sick? Or was there something truly monstrous living within him? During the war with Prussia, French officials saw a strange opportunity. What if they could use Tarrare's bizarre ability for espionage? They had him swallow a wooden box containing a secret message. If he could pass it intact, he'd be the perfect courier. And he did. The box came out the other end, just fine, if you can call that fine. Tarrare was sent across enemy lines disguised as a German peasant. But things quickly went south. He didn't speak German, acted suspicious, and was captured. When the Prussians beat him, he confessed everything. They tied him to a toilet and waited for the box to come out. Once it did, they opened it, only to find a decoy message inside. Enraged, the Prussians nearly executed him, but instead dumped him back at the French border. Back in France, Tarrare begged doctors to cure him. He hated the curse his appetite had become. But nothing worked. His behavior grew more desperate and more disturbing. He was caught drinking the blood of other hospital patients. He'd sneak into the morgue and eat human flesh. And then, the unthinkable happened. A 14-month-old baby disappeared from the hospital. Staff immediately suspected Tarrare. No one could prove it, but the suspicion alone was enough. He was chased out and banned for life. Imagine being so tormented by your own hunger that you turn into something out of a horror film. Tarrare wasn't just hungry, he was haunted by it. His body demanded flesh, blood, anything, and no one could stop it, not even him. 4 years later, Tarrare reappeared in a hospital in Versailles. He was dying, reportedly from tuberculosis, but his final days were as grotesque as his life. His body rotted from the inside out. The smell was so horrific that even seasoned doctors refused to continue his autopsy. Still, what they saw shocked them. An abnormally large, ulcerated stomach and a body full of pus, decay, and disease. Some believed he had a massive tapeworm living inside him. Others thought he might have had a malformed brain, possibly damage to the amygdala, which controls hunger and impulse. But those were just guesses. His body didn't just look sick, it looked possessed by hunger itself. But in the end, no one really understood what made Tarrare the way he was. His corpse, like his life, was a mystery. Some scientists have speculated he may have had polyphagia, a condition linked to extreme hunger, or even a damaged amygdala, which controls impulses. Others believe he may have had a parasitic infection, like a tapeworm or extreme hyperthyroidism, causing him to burn through calories at an unimaginable rate. Still, none of these fully explain why he didn't die from eating sharp metal, live animals, or decayed human flesh. Tarrare was a medical enigma, and maybe something even darker. Could it have been a parasite, a tumor, or was Tarrare something science still can't explain? His story doesn't just baffle doctors, it haunts them. Tarrare's story is one of history's darkest riddles. Was he cursed, sick, or something science still can't explain? If this bizarre tale hooked you, hit like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments what really drove his hunger.